Namaste. My name's Eric. I'm the host talking to French people. You can call me host Eric Westo Enrico. Eric. Ick. Any of those names is fine. Today's Get Stuff Done Monday. Oh, sure, you might say, Eric, you don't feel like getting stuff done. Are you sure you're going to get anything done? I'll get some things done. I haven't taken my last Adderall yet. I got one Adderall waiting for me. But before I even take that, I'm going to do something different. Something else. I'm going to make a new pot of coffee because I'm desperately in need of one. Hello. Hello, my beautiful angel. It is wonderful to see you. So, the day of reckoning has arrived. I have to make a new pot of coffee. There's no getting away from it. If I want to drink coffee, I have to make a new pot of coffee because that's just how it is. So anyway, I was talking with some skibidi bomba guys yesterday. And they were like, "Yeah, you got so much riz." Oh, God. Well, I dropped something on the ground that I'm going to need to pick up in a little bit. But first, let's go in here. Hi, Bubbles. It's fair to say that Bubbles and I had a nice time sleeping together last night. Okay, now we're going to fill this up with water. As water is one of the key ingredients in coffee. You got water, you got brown stuff. Those are the two key ingredients in coffee. I'm going to let this fill up almost all the way. Alright. That's about as full as I ever do it. Watch out, bugs. Okay. This thing goes in here. As per meow. I put more coffee in than I normally would put in because it's extra full, but also because I want it to be strong right away. Ideally. Right now it's dripping a lot of drips, but once it starts heating up and stuff and cooking it, it should drip less. There's the sound of it beginning to cook. You see how much water is leaking, right? This leak is kind of like hit and miss. Sometimes it's going like that, which is just insane amount of leakage, but then other times it's like not barely dripping at all. So I don't know what to make out of that. I do know what to make out of something though, which is namely the fact that it's morning, and that is, I'm really looking forward to a cup of coffee. We can count on that just as thoroughly as we can count on jarred. Last night, as I was going to bed, I told a wonderful bedtime story about a boy named Jard who's possessed by a demon named Georgina. Good job, Rachel. Good job for kicking him out. Don't let him get away with that shit. But he and I we were having some real intimate moments last night. Capillo has become your cat, and Dribble, unfortunately, is my cat. Here's some glasses. Not the glasses I was looking for, but okay. Now, let me get my meows from my meow. There we go. I hear you sometimes, like I heard you this morning saying, yes, oh yes. I know that you're talking to for you. Yeah, that's one of the things that's on my Monday to-do list here. I may be doing during this live streaming part when I start working on that. I may stop the live stream relatively short in order to do that. It's the Marty video, you know. I gotta do a little assemblage. Basically, I gotta cut out the relevant sections from his video and then relevant sections from a previous live stream. Sew them together, kind of. And then the last thing to do will be make like a overarching, like, understand this whole thing in 5 points kind of thing, you know. So I got a bit of work to do. But come hell or high water, that video is coming out at some point today. Oh, I forgot. You guys aren't allowed to look at health tubes. It might be a negative influence on you. So you have to look at a little wilderness car instead. If you want to live a good life, start with some health tubes, list indeed, then you will have wealth, Hugh. Eli loves watching our lives. Well, thanks, Eli. I love living it. I love living my life. So you and I have something in common. What am I smoking? I'm smoking health tubes because if I were to smoke something other than health tubes on a live stream, then I might get age restricted, as I have on a couple of occasions recently. Let's Derek go over it. I don't know what any of that means. Oh, you're talking to that guy. Do you speak Russian? Oh, my little wilderness car. Yeah, my little wilderness car. I need to wash it off, 'cause I took it into the mud and it's dirty. Oh, my little wilderness car. Yeah, health tubes are delicious. Now, it's a little cold out here in the garage, so you might see my breath on the camera occasionally. It's just be reassured. It's just my breath, okay? My breath from a health tube, and nothing, no smoke involved or anything. So just keep that in mind. My health tubes are branded. It starts with an M and ends with an Marlboro. Well, how does the word end? Marlboro. I have no idea what you're talking about. There are not a lot of things in the world that end with Arlborough. Yeah, if I had been smart, I'd have done all these rewards things. You can enter the code that's inside each pack of health tubes into their website, and I guess you earn rewards or something. Yeah, please, Winston's mom. You are correct. I was not able to notice. I was thinking a lot about Jard. I'm still concerned about what happens. After in chapter three. Chapter three was not really chapter three. Jard, as where we left off in the story, Jard is in his Jard is in the golf cart that he's stolen. He's got his bags. What's gonna happen? He's getting bad advice from his demon Georgina. Health tubes are delicious. Health tubes bring you wealth. Health tubes make it such that you can reach enlightenment. Health tubes, prerequisite to enlightenment. Ooh, you guys are doing your good work. You guys are really on top of it today. I can feel the poop coming down into my butt. And I'm about ready to go sit on the toilet. It's going to be great. And you know what I attribute my recent regularity to? Something very straightforward. A little dish that I call salad. I've had salad the last couple of days, and all of a sudden my poops have really loosened up, So if you're having constipation issues, try eating salad. It may not be made of meat, but it helps you poop. That's one to grow on. All right, so I think before I poop, what I'll do is I'll apply some Health Tube Senior to myself. We just had Health Tube Junior outside in the garage, but now it's time for Health Tube Senior. Oh, trouble, you found a little spot of sun. Let me show you trouble in the sun while I engage Health Tube Senior. Oh, kitty in the sunlight. Kitty in the sunlight. Everybody enjoys a kitty in the sunlight. Yeah, I got pretty mushroomed out last night. It's true. I didn't really have much amphetamines in me at all because I'd only taken like 20 milligrams way early in the morning. So, it was a little more serotonin-y than sometimes is, It was fun. Makes me want to make an anime about Jared and Georgina. See, what I really like about the story is even though Georgina is not a good demon, giving him bad advice like murder everybody and stuff, he still likes her, and he doesn't want her to be exorcised from him. So he's running away from home because his parents take him to a priest to exorcise the demon. And of course, in the process of running away from home, he's encountering difficult situations. Georgina's giving him bad advice. It's a lot of ambiguity in this story. At some point, of course, I would expect a variety of people to show up in the story, including, of course, Paul, Sophia, Mayan Shanktopus, and Clyde Flaps. But at the moment, it's just Jard, Georgina, his parents, the priest. And I like the fact that Jard, because the demon inside of him has 3 powers, you know. He can kill plants just by touching them. He can frighten people just by looking at them, scare them away, make them run away. And he can transform into a camel. Now, on the one hand, you'd say the advantage of him being able to transform into a camel is realized when he steals the golf cart. Because he's a camel stealing the golf cart, and so the owner of the golf cart reports to the cops that a camel has stolen it. So, okay, great. Maybe he won't be found guilty for stealing the golf cart, but he's still in possession of it. And the point is, a camel's pretty conspicuous. So it's not a great alternate identity to have, really. It's not like he's going to blend in with anything, really. Unless he's in Egypt or something. So anyway, I think the story of Jard, is one of the classic tales of the hero's journey. You know, Jard starts out with a problem, 2 problems really. He's got a demon possessing him named Georgina, and his parents want to exorcise the demon. But he's become friends with her over the 7 years of his life, even though she keeps telling him to murder people. I guess the moral of the story is demons can be your friends too. Meow. You're full of meows. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. There. We're back in business. Okay. Let's go watch the cat eat, because he's obviously in need of eat watching. Meow. Yeah, let's slow the drip down a little bit. That's good. Oh, yes. Daddy knows. Daddy loves. Daddy pets. Oh, yes. What a good kitty. What a special man. What an important friend. Yes. Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Yes, he does. He knows, and he loves, and he pets, and he watches you eat. And he finds it so amazingly satisfying to watch you eat. Many times throughout the day, I say to myself, boy, you know what I could go for right now? Watching Trouble eat. That would be fantastic. Oh, kitty, man. So made out of softness. Yes, you are made out of softness. You done? If I pet you more, you'll probably eat more. Yeah, he's just like, he can eat endlessly apparently. As long as you're willing to sit here, watch him and pet, he will eat indefinitely. Done? Are we done eating? Yeah, Daddy knows. Go ahead. You want to jump over there? You're gonna eat more, huh? You're absolutely ridiculous. Well, go ahead. Jump over there. Have some water. Go on now. There. Now he's drinking water. I'm so proud of him. He's mastered the art of hydrating. Oh, that cat is such a pain in the ass. It's unbelievable. All right. Let's take a gander at the meander and see what it looks like. There we go. It's just me, Rachel, Winston's mom.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Professor Ellis's office. I'm actually not a professor, I'm just playing one on YouTube for the sake of what we're talking about today, which is deconstructing C.S. Joseph's Typegrid. And by that I mean the Typegrid Companion, which is the 48-page PDF about how to type yourself. Typegrid Companion is interesting in some respects, but it is not MBTI, and it's really not Jungian cognitive functions. And it's right up in the foreword that the goal of the Typegrid Companion is to provide consistent, repeatable results. By doing that, the Typegrid Companion largely abandons Jungian cognitive functions in favor of stuff that's more measurable and more consistently reproducible. So what am I talking about with this phone? Stay tuned, and we will get into it in excruciating detail. So, one of the things I find forward about Typegrid is that one of CSJ's mentors, Dr. Barron's, used the phrase in the acknowledgement of while I recognize we've had conflict with our interpretations of the science, dot, dot, dot. It's an odd phrase. Why would that be in there? Well, let's keep going. Dr. Linda Barron's, of course, a long storied academic, research in personality theory, including one of the creators of the disk system. She's in the Typegrid. She structure C.S. Joseph has worldviews in Typegrid Companion. Abstract, affiliative, systematic.
God. People don't understand how to deal with that shit. C.S. Joseph certainly doesn't. Linda Barron's doesn't either, you know. I'm pleased that Dulles made a video about it. Tell us about the war in 1939 Poland. It wasn't much of a war, really. Germans just kind of walked in and said, hey, we're taking over. So that's what there's to say about that. Hi, K.E. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. And if you're not, well, shame on you. All right. Let's go ahead and employ Health Tube Senior. In the privacy of our own home, where nobody can see because they've got the camera turned around. So I don't make a bad influence on young minds. I took his online test before Winston's mom. I got ENTP Rogue. When you're trying to figure out a tough problem, what's your go-to strategy? Which one of these do you identify with most? Which one of these do you identify most with? This. I got it again. ENTP the Rogue. Whatever that means. So, I mean, I've experienced it before that I've taken some kind of his test before and typed in ENTP. But the thing is, I don't know how reliable that test is for most people, but regardless of its reliability as an accuracy measurement of your type, it's irrelevant because it's not explaining things, right? The whole idea of personality type stuff is to explain things, not to just whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to take my last Adderall. Well, I mean, I respect the fact that if you're going to make a test with binary choices, then, you're going to have some of that going on. But like I said, even if the interaction styles or whatever they're looking at, they're good correlates for certain things. If they don't understand what they're correlating to or why, it doesn't matter. It's like I can look at two bunches of bananas and say, this bunch has twice as many bananas as that one, therefore it's twice as heavy. But that's not how we measure weight, you know? Same thing here. It's important to know what we're measuring and to measure it, not to go, I measure weight by counting bananas. Now, it may turn out that heuristic's pretty good heuristic that, in fact, bunches of bananas that have twice as many bananas generally weigh approximately twice as much. But probably not, it's probably not a good heuristic because you're not accounting for the fact that the stem part of that all the bananas are on, that's going to comprise a substantial amount of the weight. And I'm not sure what that, you have to, the only good way to say, great, you got ISTJ. So, well, there you go. just weigh one banana peel and remove that from the weight sample? Well, I mean, the best way to deal with weighing two bunches of bananas is to simply weigh two bunches of bananas, each with the same scale, and see which one weighs more. If you don't know, you can measure weight directly. And you think that you have to measure weight by counting things, then you're not accounting for the fact that these bananas might be much smaller than those bananas, even though there's the same number of them. Okay, will you stop being a provocateur, please, with your provocative proclamations of wrongness? Provocateur, Karakabur. That's what I say. Don't be one of those skibidi bombaclats, okay? Hi, Angelica Holloway. Yeah, there's a link. There it is. K.E. You say, you know what I'm going to put you on? I'm going to put you on that old Bill Cosby show, Kids Say the Darndest Things. Because instead of kids, though, it's K.E.'s say the darndest things. Yeah, thanks, Kay. That's really helpful. Kay reminds us that if you believe it hard enough, you can become whatever you want. Date bio. I want to see what Rachel gets on that thing. It's a nice quick test. That's one thing I like about it. It doesn't drag on forever, you know. Are you done yet? No, it's still cooking. Just to wait for the light to change from the top one to the bottom one. Gotta brush up on your Japanese. Wakata. Wakarimashita. So desu ka. When somebody tells you to do something, you are going to comply, you say, wakata. Unless they're super important, in which case you say, wakarimashita. Moshi mosh. Ohio. There, that's how you say good morning. That one's easy to remember because it's the name of a state. Ohio. Sudesu. One of the things I've been watching lately is this show called Strong Girl on Netflix. It's a Korean show about this young lady who has like all the women in her family, her mom, her grandma, and her. They all have superpower strength. And she's working with the love interest, a cop, to battle against an influx of a drug that temporarily gives you great strength, but at the cost of causing you to need to drink water all the time. The cat's eating again. I just came in here to check on the coffee trouble and to watch you eat something. Well, we'll just have to see what we get accomplished here. I'm certainly not feeling especially amped up or anything, but we need to go to the store for one thing. We are totally out of drinks and running out of food. We need more salami. Probably use more little cheeses. Definitely need like more iced teas and stuff. All we have now is non-alcoholic beer, not that much of that, and coffee, basically. Rachel got ISTP. I don't think that Rachel, in any correct typing, could possibly be typed as an ISTP. Well, the fact that Rachel and Lou both got ISTP suggests that if you answer the questions honestly and accurately as an INFJ, maybe you'll get ISTP, you know? No, Lou's an INFJ. I consider the possibility that she might be an ESTP for a little while. You may recall this. There was a moment when I was like, I wonder though, maybe you're an ESTP. But then I followed up on it, and she's an INFJ. Faux shiz, oh she is, oh, that much I know. So I tested her TI a lot. Lady 2, the SE Dom. What lady? Lady Lou. Oh, that Lady Lou. Oh, you're talking about Love Lou, right? And yeah, she's an SE Dom, but that's not the Lou we're talking about. We're talking about Luminex from Portland. Who, Love Lou? She's pretty fun. And her channel got taken over by that INTP guy. Hi Elaine, how are you today? Are you made out of wonder? Luma X. No, it's not spelled like that. It is not. She's also gone before by Moon Faye. You may know that name as well. And she works as the cook in the galley of a merchant marine ship. That's her job. That's not. So, Lane, why don't you take the CS Joseph test and see what you get? Rachel got ISTP. KE got ISTJ. I got ENTP. It's like every test I ever take types me as ENTP. It's crazy. So what did you get, Elaine? ESFP, huh? Well, that thing is. What type are you, Elaine? Have I ever typed you before? I talked to you. You were that lady on Help Me with Minecraft, right? You're no ESFP. I can tell just by engaging with you in that little amount of time. Okay, well, good for you, KE. Good for you. I think you're the first person ever to fight hard for being an ISTJ, despite evidence to the contrary. Well, I guess I'm just abundantly, excessively ENTP that every single online test I've ever taken has typed me ENTP. This coffee's almost done. It stopped leaking now, too. Just barely a drip here, a drip there. I really want coffee right now. I'm just standing by it, but a watched coffee pot never percolates. That's what they say. Cool, Elaine. Sounds good. I mean, I agree with you, KE. ISTJs are dope. And who wouldn't want to be one? Most people in the typological community seem to have an aversion to being typed, really, as any kind of censor, a lot of times. And I think in general, the more sensory your orientation on the world, the less likely you are to think that you can be defined by something like type. Of course, you also got KE. It's a different kind of thing where she doesn't really think that. She just doesn't want to have. She just doesn't want to engage in it in a non challenging way. I've never heard the term untuitard. I've only heard the term intuitard referring to, well, I mean, I coined the term, referring to intuitive from the perspective of a sensor, or from the perspective of, yeah, fat fingered you? You did? Do you have a skinny finger and a fat finger? And if so, can I ask why you chose to use your fat finger? I and you are next to each other. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, sorry, I was a little slow on the uptake there. Now I understand. But I like the idea of untuitard, meaning censor, because intuitard refers to intuitives being retarded. That's how I mean it, you know? Like, oh God, could I be any more intuitive right now as I struggle with some basic sensory thing, you know? Like, I don't know, like, instead of shoveling the driveway, trying to get out of it without shoveling it and putting chains on the tires in order to get up to the street, only to take the chains off again. Alexandri Ibraladize says, "Hey, jobless football lover." Well, hi there. I appreciate your naming me as jobless football lover. You just call me neat if you'd like, not in education, employment, or training. I'm a neat otaku, alright? I don't just love football. I love anime even more, probably, than football. I already watched uh, Tsukaduki, or whatever it's called, Moonlit Fantasy, this morning, the new episode. It's such a good show. Oh my goodness. The other day I went back and rewatched season one. It's on season two now, you know. But unfortunately, this particular season of Crunchyroll, here are the bad days of the week. In other words, you have at only one and most two cartoons that you want to watch come up. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. No, it's Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the only three good days that have multiple cartoons coming out that I want to watch. So that's a little frustrating. But, you know, overall it's a good season. I'm happy that Mash and Muscles is back. I like that one. I'm unhappy they took a week off this week for no good reason. I'm currently watching an older one from 2006 because, you know, I just completely exhausted all back catalog, you know. But it's good. I'm enjoying it, actually. Are you done yet? How long can it take you to cook a pot of coffee, for fuck's sake? I don't like reading manga. I like anime. Alright. Got my cup. But it's still heating. Why won't it finish? I want it to be done already. Well, I'll eat an Uncrustable. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit by putting it on top of this thing. Because this is warm. Okay. Gotta warm it up a little bit. All I do is win no matter what. No, I have tried manga. I didn't like it. I don't like comic books either. I don't like, you know, it's like if I'm gonna read a story, I want to read a story that's a written story. And if I want to watch a cartoon, I want to watch a cartoon. I don't want this middle ground of comic book. I don't like it. It's like I don't need to have pictures drawn for me to follow the story. And if I'm going to be engaged with the pictures, then they needs to be anime, not manga. What should we ready first, the coffee or the Uncrustable? Oh, this is a torturous waiting game. Plot twist. Eric can't read. I can only read subtitles to Japanese things. Oh, Uncrustable. How I wish I had coffee to go with you. Okay, enough already, right? Like, how long is it going to take? Just be done already. I don't even know. I do not even know what a man has to do around here to get a cup of coffee. It's interesting you use the word menace there, Lane. I was thinking about titling the Marty video, Marty Glenn is a Menace. Good enough, motherfuckers. Good enough. All right. This is going to be a flavor sensation that you're never going to forget in a million years. Oh, man. I've been waiting for this cup of coffee. So good. Perfect. So good. Rachel should come down here and grab a cup of this before it gets stronger, less strong, whatever. DiCaprio Amore. I like your little circle picture. I too have a fondness for dolls. Oh man, this coffee is good. It's like I killed it today with the Verona. I put an extra amount in. It's super coffee without being too strong. It's really good. I can't seem to get to you through the U.S. mail. All right, I need cigarettes. I mean, health tubes. Where did I put my health tubes? Knowing Japanese probably makes you enjoy anime less. Possibly. I mean, it's not like I can understand the Japanese that they're saying very much, but I have noticed a lot of things about Japanese in the process of watching it. It's a very small language. They have, you know, what something means links a lot to how it's expressed. And then they've got, variations on single words that are used to express a huge variety of concepts, like baka, and it's many incarnations of like, you're dumb, that's impossible. How could that be happening? That you're insane. It's all variations of baka. What did I do with my health tubes? Did I leave them in the garage? Going on some indie rock bender? Good for you. When a man loses health tubes, and the health tubes from the sky. Well, I won't have health tubes. No, I won't have health tubes until I have health tubes. I'm going to open up the garage door. This way, you can look outside and enjoy the nature time. I think you should do a new woke version of that song called When Suzanne Loves a Woman. When Suzanne loves a woman. Flagpole light. Pretty chilly out here, actually. Kind of glad I got my warm cup of coffee to warm me up. Sometimes I think I wish my name were Borm Carmines. Oh, Borm Carmines, people would say to me. Why did your parents name you Borm? It's an old family name, short for Bormenstein. Howdy, Mohammed. Howdy, Chris Chapman. Hello, sweet and woke chat people. We are sweet and woke. The thing is, there's a huge difference between being correct, kind of woke, and overwrought Greta Gerwig kind of woke, you know? Like Marty Glenn definitely represents the correct terminology to express what he's all about is toxic masculinity. It's a loaded term because it's probably true that certain subsets of feminism have kind of weaponized the expression and said, you know, everything with a penis is toxic masculinity. But it's this is exactly what toxic masculinity is. You know, is what Marty Glenn polls. So it's a shame that those terms and stuff get so politicized because that's the correct terminology for this. Oh, good, that plant bounced back up. This plant over here, next to this little tree, was all weighed down with snow, and it was pushed down to the driveway. I'm glad it didn't break. It's obviously got springy branches. The mailman came by a little while ago. I could go up and check the mail. All right, fine. Let's go check the mail. I gotta get the keys. So let's go get the keys, then we'll go check them out. I'm expecting my copy of Toxic Masculinity Monthly magazine to arrive, which teaches me how to invalidate and abuse women so that they feel like they're worthless. Because, you know, those are important skills to have in life. That's what the garage door sounds like on your end, I guess. Well, it's melted a lot. Well, guys, the reason I said mailman today is because it was a different vehicle than usual. Somebody in a Jeep that has this paper square on the back of it that says U.S. Mail. That's not her car. That's not. So I don't think it was her today. I think we had a different person. I mean, it could have been her in a different car, but from what I understand about these rural postal routes, is that the mailmen have to use their own car. All right, now that I've got the keys, let's go up and see if we got anything in the mail. Maybe we got a letter. Maybe we got a bill. Who knows? Who knows what could be in the mail? Could be any number of things. Could be some junk mail. We tend to get a fair amount of that. Like, I think these are maybe rabbit prints right here. Look at this. See those two little prints right there? I think that might be a rabbit print. So I'm glad the snow's melting away. It makes it easier to deal with the car, you know. And then what I need to do, though, because Rachel has frequently pointed out, I need to get up here and sweep this down the driveway to the... Well, my graveling is still muddy, but it's a lot better than it used to be. Rachel's dad sent her something. Mostly my parents still get more mail than I do, or Rachel does. Oh, we got the Mariposa, that's nice. This is a great little free newspaper that you get if you live in Mariposa. Like this article here. Will PG&E restore the county's roads after underground power construction? I know, right? Like, fucking, you're gonna leave the roads like that, PG&E? Come on. Like, make it into a good road again instead of just leaving it with this bumpy, half-assed strip repair thing you did in the middle. It's ridiculous. I do want to contribute to this magazine, actually. It always has this, like, because this is free, right? You don't have to subscribe to it or anything. But it gives you one of these things, like, hey, will you give us some money? I do. I think I will give you some money, actually. I like you. I want to read these kind of articles about what's up with the roads, PG&E. That's the number one story. I have that same question. You can see this is like right by our house. Okay, that's what the road looks like. See that like strip in the road? It's ridiculous. That's what I call local news, you know? That's why I love Mariposa so much is get so much local news, you know? Yeah, I know, right? I sound like a true Mariposa. And once again, there's this advertisement. Come and get them while we got them. Because California's maybe going to be banning certain things or whatever, I think. And so there's like, hey, get these power tools while you still can. Oh my God. Did they actually do this? I think I like this ad here too. Right? Hunting season is upon us. Come and check out our large selection of rifles and shotguns. This one, guns. The truth about the ever popular AR. pastor's platform. This is like a conservative Christian thing, yeah. But it appears to me that he wrote this article about the historical reflection of the basketball team at the high school and published this before the story came out about um, some kind of sex crimes on the Mariposa County High School basketball team. What horrible timing for him to do a retrospective on how great the basketball program has been. Yeah, thank God they're banning power tools, right? I actually have a high quality series chainsaw that I bought but have never used. I'm shoe tired. Well, maybe you should start wearing tatami slippers. They will leave your feet not shoe tired, but tired of shoes. Oh, I guess I should look at that tag. I didn't just flash my address. My address is easy to find. You know, I I am not hiding it at all. I don't put it on every email or whatever, but it is very easy to find my address. Michelle Shocked did, after all, to serve me papers. Fruitlessly, I must say. Oh, I got an email from a guy. Um, I should like read it or something. But basically, he said he's deep in the process of fighting Michelle Shocked as she tried to copyright board sue him for stuff he did with like for having for selling I think a used copy of one of her CDs, which is insane. That woman. Weren't you ever scared some weirdo may come to your house? It's happened before. I had this woman named Brittany just show up to my house in Laverne when I lived in Laverne. I was like, what are you doing here? But, I feel in general quite safe back here in Mariposa. We live like super far back here, and uh, it is very difficult to, you know, surprise us, I guess. It's easy for us to note when cars pass by or whatever, and we keep the doors locked. I have a rifle. And, I'm actually thinking about getting a handgun because a rifle's not very good home protection. Your closet door opened on its own? That's called a poltergeist, okay? It's called a poltergeist. So, in general, I'm not worried about people knowing my address because I'm in a highly defensible position. Um, And, in general, I'm not very worried about, say, whatever kind of spiteful pushback kind of attacks I may get. Um, in part because I'm in a very defensible position. I don't have, there's not like secrets, bad things to say, bad things about me that I'm trying to keep secret that people can leverage against me. Um, Attacks on the YouTube channel that are successful in, say, reducing the amount of views I get or whatever doesn't impact me. I'm not relying on it for income. And I'm very good at walking the YouTube lines so as to not get in trouble. I've gotten quite good at being very civil in my discourse so that I can't be accused of bullying or whatever. Well, Goofeist Goober, I am super glad to hear that. And folks, I want you to all hear what he has to say because it's really, really validating for me and I appreciate it. He says, as a skibidi bombaclat who saw your Riz, I can confirm I was like, yeah. No, gyat means like goddamn. Okay, you like damn. You might say gyat. Now, what is suggested in the Urban Dictionary, KE, is that let's say you see a girl in the world and she's got a big ass or something, and you might like point at it or something and say gyat, right? But in this case, the gyat is in response to my incredible amount of riz. It's not just skibidi bombaclats who say gyat when they see my riz. It's everybody, including the non-skibidi bombaclats, the skibidi non-bombaclats. You want to run up in this hole? No. No, I don't. First of all, if I could run up into the hole, then you're really gaping. That hole has a steep incline, just so you know. If I gotta get a running start, just to get up in there, that sounds like a lot of exercise to me. Public restrooms are free, KE. What are you talking about? They're free and gross. Well, all this floating around, um, all this floating around health tube, health tube exhaust makes me want to turn on the fan. Well, that doesn't go on there. Well, I know why that isn't doing there. So I've got this problem. I have this fixed light fixture up here. It's got a top part, so you can turn on the top part lights, the bottom part lights, both. But unfortunately, the light bulbs are burned out in the top part. And most significantly, I have no idea how to change them. I can't get into that fixture even. It's a chat that's fucking, except me. Huh. 50 cents is a special exclusive offer. It's $1 starting March 1st. Well, the good news is, for me, I guess, and everyone, DiCaprio, Amore, is that it's a leap year. So we have an extra day in February to take advantage of your deal. I use free public restrooms frequently when making drives and stuff. It's called pull over to the side of the road and pee wherever. That's the freest and most public restroom of all. Sometimes when I pull over on the side of the highway, instead of facing away from the cars, I just face right at them, as close to the side as possible, and just pee on the cars as they go by to let everybody appreciate it. Eric, how can I restrain my gynophilic behavior? Is gynophilia means that you're attracted to vaginas? Is that what that means? Or like uteruses, maybe? Try lobotomy, suggests Fly Guy. Not a bad suggestion. Not a bad suggestion. That's a dicky privilege? Oh, I see what you're saying. Peeing on the side of the road. Well, Rachel's gone pee on the side of the road plenty of times. She just squats down, you know. We try to find a more private spot, obviously, than if it's just me peeing. We do have paper towels in the car in general for whatever purpose. So even though the paper towels are a little rough, she's able to use those to wipe her tender vagina free from urine. So it all works out fine. Then she ridiculously tries to bring the paper towel back with her to the car. And I said, Rachel, just throw that on the ground. You don't. What are you doing? Not to be weird, but I'd love for your voice to narrate my life story. Well, Bailey Chavez, you are in luck. Today is the day that I narrate the life story of Bailey Chavez. Once upon a time, a boy named Bailey Chavez was born to Mr. and Mrs. Chavez in the city of St. Paul, Minnesota. Bailey Chavez, you know what? KE, I think that he said that before you even asked the question. But you know, also remember this, Bailey Chavez. It's not just your life; it's how the story is told that makes it interesting. So, like maybe in your life, one time you went to a bakery and got some donuts. Well, that's just whatever, right? But if it's a pivotal moment when you realize for the first time what it really means to be alive existentially, and you really play it up, you know. And the woman, she looked at me and she said, "What kind of donut do you want?" And I said, "Do I have to pick just one?" It was then that I knew. You have to tell it like that, yeah. What war is he talking about? I'm not talking about any war. I know a guy named Bailey. I think Bailey is a guy's name because I've only known a male Bailey before. But it is true, I guess, that some girls are named Bailey. I've got that kind of middle name, right? Dale. Dale is could be a boy's name or a girl's name. I don't like unisex names. My father told me about you. Are you Batman? I'm not Batman, actually. I'm just man, regular man. Tell us about the time you served in the German SS Panzer. Jeremy Mendoza, I was not in World War II, obviously. They actually call me the Grundler. one of the villains in Batman. The Bat times man or boy. I need to clean the top of my health tube senior here because it's getting very resiny, getting all over my lips, which I really don't like that when that happens. That's why periodically I need to go use some rubbing alcohol, put it onto a paper towel, and go along the top and the inside of the top to get rid of the collected resin. Health resin, we call it. Boy, howdy. Say hello, but replace hell with skibidi. Replace low with riz. Skibidi riz. Only if you like horrible taste on your lips. Fly guy. If you like horrible taste on your lips, fine. I'm not such a fan of it myself. Thank you, Goofeist Goober. According to Goofeist Goober, I'm a good boy. Well, you're right. I am a good boy. I'm the best boy, maybe. And it's definitely true that I have the spirit of boyhood in my heart. Right here, where it matters most. Well, I got that's terrible advice. Terrible, terrible advice. Then I just have nothing but that horrible taste in my mouth. How long have you been a part of this dream? Chris Chapman's been around for quite a long time. This dude's always on, I swear, says Dakota Sharping. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I mean, I'm not literally always on, but I am on a lot. Do I like rhubarb? I like that question a lot. I would say I don't really have a strong opinion about rhubarb. I am single, I need girlfriend. Aha, that's the way to get one. Nunang Ambon. I am not the Batman. Okay? I don't know where this Batman shit's coming from. You ate 3 pounds of rhubarb. Well, I'm very, very pleased for you, Lori. I'm sure that was an exciting moment for you and for everyone around you. Zen says, if I make it through the water side, will I find myself a boat? I don't know. Threw it all up outside. Well, maybe next time eat a little bit less rhubarb in one sitting, you know. A little rhubarb, that's one thing. A lot of rhubarb, that's another thing. You got excited because you loved the rhubarb so much? You know what they say is a good way to create the impression of a bunch of people talking is to take a few instances of different people saying over and over again, rutabaga, rutabaga, rutabaga. If you mix that all together, then it just supposedly sounds like just people talking without anything coming out specific. Strawberry Chainsaw is fantastic. It definitely is. So, where am I from, Big Dog? Asks Bailey Chavez. I live in Mariposa, which is the county that basically it's right next to Yosemite National Forest, and Sierra National Forest. Number one of your Spotify 2023. Kudos to you, Elaine, for having such good taste in music. I I tip my hat to you, madam. Strawberry Chainsaw has been listening on repeat for months. What's not a food? Rutabaga? It is a food. It just you have to do a lot of stuff to it before you. No, I'm sorry. Rhubarb you have to do a lot of stuff to before you can eat it. Rutabaga, I'm not sure about. Strawberry chainsaw is not a food. You're right. It's not a food. It would cut your mouth if you were to try to eat it. All right, so what am I doing here? Just killing time, waiting for the world to end? Where's my coffee? Right here. I need to refill my coffee, and I also want to empty all of the. Thanks, Bailey. Have a good day. I want to empty out the coffee grounds right now because I don't want the coffee in the percolator to get all groundsy. Okay. Now, obviously, this is hot. That's going to be hot, this part here. But it's not that hot. Oops. That's fine. This is getting away with any. You can take these apart. I forget about that all the time here. Now, you want to make the rest of these grounds go out of here. So, what we're going to do is this. You're going to love it. You're going to be so excited by this. First of all, let me turn on the little light here. There. All right, here we go. Are you ready for excitement? Now, we'll put this back in there. Like yeah. And then, over here. I'll put the lid on. Now this coffee will be good for the whole rest of its duration. Because if you leave the grounds in, then the percolator starts breaking them down, and you start getting a lot of grounds crumbs in your coffee. So to avoid grounds crumbs, you want to just, after it's done, remove the grounds. Additionally, now when this is on, it doesn't necessarily make it stronger all the time. If you leave the grounds in, it keeps repercolating through it periodically, which makes it stronger. Remember that time in Paris at that little cafe in France? Pierre, the waiter, remember? Celebrate the moments of your life. That's what this coffee makes me feel like doing, is celebrating the moments of my life. And I am so glad that you are here to celebrate them with me. Oh, for Eric pulling up his pants. Okay, I'll pull up my pants. You don't even need to put a pole there. There. Okay, Katie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you had to see a little bit of bun huggers or whatever. My bad. It's like, you know the problem with sweatpants, right? Well, this problem with these sweatpants is the string, I'll show you. The string only comes out of one side of them, right? So I can't tie them tight. And then, of course, if you put anything in the pocket of sweatpants, then your sweatpants are going to start falling down, because even if you did have a string, that's not strong enough to hold up your pants if you have something in the pockets of your sweatpants. This is a serious problem that the sweatpant industry needs to address. The whole disappearing string thing as well. Like, oh, the string got pulled all the way in on this side. Now what am I gonna do? Who knows what there is to do when you have your string pulled all the way in. You just have to live with the fact that you can no longer tighten your sweatpants. So let's see here. Do I have my glasses? No. Hello, Stephen Reimer, if I have not said hello to you yet. Hello, Caroline Johnson. I'm built like a graham cracker, too. Am I built like a graham cracker? I don't know what that means. I don't doubt that I am built like a graham cracker, but I'm not sure what that means. Does it mean that, like, I got little teeny holes in me, like serration, but on a cracker? I was just assuming everybody was serrated like this. That, I could be easily broken into two pieces. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't really like graham crackers. They seem like a dumb hybrid between a cookie and something bland. You know, pick a lane, graham cracker. I guess the something bland is cracker, obviously. Pick a lane, graham crackers. You know what? You're only good for one thing, to be honest, graham crackers. Crust making. You're good for crust making, sure. Anybody can enjoy a graham cracker crust. But what other use do you even have in the world? Zero other use. Nobody wants to eat graham crackers. Nobody says, "Hey mom, can I have some graham crackers?" If there's cookies around. Graham crackers are good, says Chris Chapman. Chris Chapman, maybe you've totally lost your mind. Have you thought about that? Graham crackers are mid at best. They're not even as good as um as Nilla wafers. Nilla wafers are kind of like the graham crackers of cookies, I think. It's not beef though. It's a more gamey animal. I think I'm maybe like buffalo jerky. I'm in denial. I just didn't expect to get called out for it. Thank you, Chris Chapman. Thank you for admitting it. Maybe I'm could be ostrich jerky. My name does mean ostrich, Strauss. And I don't know, some kind of language. And I am kind of like an ostrich in that I do like to bury my head in the sand. Although I don't think ostriches really like to do that. More like Eric likes to do that. And ostriches are getting a bad rap. They look like a graham cracker. Yeah. Well, you know, that's. I'm gonna show everybody what I look like, my full body and everything. And I want you to tell me. I want everyone to tell me what food I most look like. Okay. Like, is anybody gonna be like, you most look like lasagna? Do I most look like cereal? What do I most look like? What food? Well, like I said, I most look like pork. That's too broad a thing, you know. I think you need to specify, like, is it bacon? Is it pork chop? Is it pulled pork? What if I'm doing this? Does it change what food I am? A Twizzler, a Slim Jim? How about now? What food am I now? How about this? Watch out, trouble. What food am I now?
I think. Oh, look at you!
I'm currently acting like a specific food. You
Okay.
guys try to guess what food it is.
Alright. Can I guess too?
Yeah, sure.
French toast.
Oh, you're very close. It's toast. But it wasn't French toast.
Oh,
Just regular
man.
toast. Chris Chapman said square fruit. Rachel's spot on the money with the toast, though.
I can tell the squareness.
I look like Mike Tyson. I do look a lot like Mike Tyson. Wow, impressive.
Thanks. I could sense the squareness of your body in
Right.
the frame.
Yeah. Because how else are you going to make yourself into a square?
Just going like that, people are going to think star something.
Yeah, well, so basically, I was lying on top of the toast.
Right. I heard you wanna, and I agree, go into town to get some food, so I'm getting ready.
Okay, cool. You should help yourself to a cup of this absolutely delicious coffee.
I will. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
It's very good.
Oh, you're already food here.
Peely cheese snack. Peely cheese snack is a good toast is rectangular. Or do you mean this is rectangular? Well, it's because it's one of those fancy loaves of like sourdough bread, right? That is bigger in the middle and smaller in the ends, and then you cut it. It's cut sideways. You know what I'm talking about. It's one of those kind of loaves of bread that they made the toast out of. Geez, Caroline. I can't believe you couldn't tell that. Couldn't even tell what kind of bread I was. I mean, you were close to begin with when you guessed graham cracker. That's relatively close to toast. Ah, busy day, busy life. Happy place, happy life. Let me get a butter knife and butter up my toast. Now, that's one thing that Rachel and I do not have that we could probably use is a toaster, or even potentially a toaster oven. Is that a consideration? Is that a possibility? Maybe it is. However, I'm just thinking, why not just get a regular toaster? Why bother with this whole toaster oven thing? Another thing trying to be two different things at once. Just be one thing already. Don't be like, it's a coffee cup and a wig. Just be one thing. That's it. You sure hear the water melting and the snow melting. Water's what happens after the snow is melting. It's kind of a nice sound. Pleasant sound of snow melting away, trickling down into the drains and stuff. We've got excellent drains set up here. Really amazing. Huh. I need to put a thing down there. I should throw away my sweatpants. I should super glue a belt to my sweatpants. Well, these are some novel solutions. Why don't I just continue to suffer with the sweatpants, pulling them up every 5 minutes? How about that for the rest of my life? That sounds like a more likely outcome. Eric, when did men start wearing belts to suspend their trousers? I have no idea. I'm going to say 1,272. I have a pair of jeans. I have jeans. I went back and forth actually this morning between putting the jeans on or the sweatpants. I selected the sweatpants because the belt that I had on the jeans, I don't like the belt buckle. It's too pointy and it pokes into me. But what I will do is try to be ever vigilant about pulling them up all the time so that nobody has to be scarred by viewing my bun huggers. Do I have any corduroy? I don't believe I have any corduroy currently in my wardrobe. I would like to have some corduroy in my wardrobe. I think I deserve some corduroy. But if I'm going to get some, I want to get tough skins. I'm not sure they make them anymore. I'm not sure they ever made them for adults. I could tie a string to the back of my pants and pull on that. I do have this thing that I use as a glasses fob that maybe I could clip onto the back of my pants. And then I'm not sure what I would tie the top part to hold them up. I guess like the top of my shirt. How is my inner goddess feeling about this issue? Good question. My inner goddess is feeling beautiful, whole, true, pure, in touch with her spirit guides and with her lunar cycles. Cut your sweatpants into shorts and sew them tighter. Red velvet and leather. How is red velvet and leather a solution to this existing problem? Suspenders are too much of a pain in the ass. Okay? Let's just admit that right now. Suspenders, I might as well put on pants that I need to put a belt on. I could have put the jeans on this morning and changed belts, and I'd have been fine. But that pointy belt, it pokes me. It pokes me in the stomach, and I don't like it. I could wear the bun huggers on the outside. That's true. That would probably prevent them from getting so dirty as I wear them for days at a time. And the problem, of course, with bun huggers is it is impossible for you not to notice how dirty they are. It's like after a couple of days, these are getting all yellowy and gross, and I need to put these in the wash. Suspenders are only appropriate for outfits that require a slim silhouette that a waist belt would ruin. Otherwise, suspenders are completely archaic technology. Obsolete. Deprecated even. Well, I don't know. I could conceive of using suspenders, say, instead of to hold up your pants, to hold up an extra pair of bags that hold things. One on the front and one equally weighted on the back. What about that? Just wear overalls and get a straw hat and a flannel top to match your work boots. I wish I had some overalls. Overalls, that's an excellent way to solve the hold your pants up problem, right? Your pants never fall down when you've got overalls. Putting form over function is a massive faux pas for a man. Well, I'm obviously prioritizing neither form nor function. I remember when I was a teenager and I was looking at nudie mags, one of my favorite things was a girl with no shirt on wearing overalls. Because it's like, you can't cover your titties with just those overall things. And sure enough, the next page you'd be able to see them. So I think I might get some overalls. And but I'll wear it with a shirt on underneath it, so as to not be so provocative as the ladies in those nudie magazines. Malachi, hello. How are you? Welcome to Talking with Famous People. This is perhaps the greatest moment of your life because it's the moment you arrived here today. Overalls are great for people with rectangular body shapes. Is my body shape rectangular? Is that why you say like a graham cracker? Well, maybe I'm rectangular. I've always considered myself more of a rhombus, but rectangle's fine. I wonder what body shape is like. How many shapes are there? Square, rectangle, circle, triangle, or what? Show me a human that isn't longer than he is wide. Those are the shapes? Squares, rectangles, circles, and triangles? Well, unfortunately there are none of those TWFP baseball tees. Those were just given out to the TWFP band members. It is a pretty cool shirt, though. Rachel looks fantastic in the yellow Talking with Famous People shirt. You want to talk about like sexy ego gratification? Having Rachel crawl into bed wearing a Talking with Famous People shirt. Pretty pretty gratifying. You're an apple body shape. Apple is not one of the possible shapes, Rachel. It's square, circle, triangle, and rectangle. Those are your possible shapes. So, pick from those. You know, Acacia's serious when she says, psh, true. You got a point there. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get some more shirts screen printed. It's always nice to have those. I could probably do that around here somewhere, find a screen printer who could do it for me. I'd have to go buy some blank t-shirts. You deformed pear shape? Well, I think the truth of the matter is every person is human shaped. They've got this whole distinctive 2 legs, 2 arms, torso, head, neck, shoulders thing going on, you know. Bipedal, stand upright. It's pretty easy to distinguish them from, say, I don't know, a square or a circle or a triangle or a rectangle. Carrot's rabbit shaped, huh? It's like if I present you with a picture of me, a rectangle, a circle, a triangle, and a square, and say which of those is the rectangle, I don't think anybody would pick me. I think they'd pick the rectangle. It's like, let's say somebody assigns a task to another person. Hey, go get me a rectangle. I've never encountered anybody come and get me by accident instead. Not this guy again. I get it. He looks just like a rectangle. That's never actually happened to me. You have a finger growing out of your right nipple. That's cool. I like it. You know, if you could get a whole hand to grow out of your nipple, then you could grab things from your chest. Like, let's say you're being robbed and somebody's got both your hands restrained up here. Your middle hand could reach out and grab their nipple and give them a titty twister, forcing them to let go. This is why I don't talk to people. It gets me in trouble every time. What has gotten you in trouble? You're not in any trouble. What are you talking about? I enjoy the topic. I think it's funny. You're not in any trouble at all. You're fine. Man, that coffee, it's like ambrosia from heaven. It tastes so good. Apparently, some people can lactate from their armpit, huh? I believe that's called sweat, Caroline. You're not supposed to drink that. Gumby has an undeniable aesthetic quality. The coffee is delicious. Thank you, Eric, says Rachel Strauss. Well, my beloved darling, let me respond to that by saying thank you for being you, okay? Because you are a wonderful lady, and I love you with all of my heart. And that's why I don't want you to participate in my new space station program, in which I get subcontracted by NASA to manage sending up a succession of wet nurses to the space station so that the people on the space station don't have to drink old pea water anymore. And they'll just drink breast milk straight from the tap. This also solves a lot of the technical problems that they have with dispensing liquids on the space station in zero gravity. It's a perfect solution. Don't you guys think so? KE got distracted by generic pick a card reading? Are you sure you aren't Rachel? Did YouTube get the names wrong there? It's telling me I'm awesome, and 2024 will make me glad I waited. Good news. That is good news, KE. But since you kind of asked for it, I'm going to give you a non-generic card reading right now. Get ready for it and deal with the thunder of the truth. I don't know if you're ready for that. This card reading, KE, for you is just for the end of February, okay? We're going to give you a now. We're going to give you a leading up to now card, a now card, a moving forward card, a year frame and a monthly wisdom. It's called the advice for the month. It's an advisory card down here. Okay, let's see what we got. Leading up to now, we've got the Hermit. Now, you've got the Nine of Torches. And for the upcoming, you've got the Sun. For the yearly frame, you've got King of Pentacles. You want to be your own Pentacle Majesty. That's your goal for the year. And what about this one, you say? This is your monthly advice. This is your advice for the month. What is it? It's the King of Cups. Your advice for the month is, hey, I need to be king of my emotions this month. Because leading up to now, I've been kind of dealing with some hermitage stuff, being sick and whatnot. And right now, I've got this Nine of Torches thing going on. And I'm not really sure what that means. I'm going to look in the little book. But basically, it looks like you've got plenty of torches lined up to make your walk. But you haven't really started walking yet. Let me see what the Nine of Torches says. Strength and home. Defend yourself and your family and work to maintain what you have. Plant your feet on the ground and stand tall with bravery. Okay. So, that's what you got to do right now. But then looking forward, there you are. You're hugging the sun, which means you have strong fire resistance. Let's see, the sun. Number XIX. Here we go. The sun brings its light to shine on your successes and to bring tidings of joy and play, fresh vision and revitalized energy. Notice where you are tense and let the warmth of the sun loosen you up. The material world around you should be responding to your victories and accomplishments. But we only have one sun, and it is one every person must share. Take the optimism and success that you have been given and share it. Recognize that this light is not only yours. All right, so there you have it, lady. There you have it. Everything you need to know about the world, yourself, and everything else. Would anybody else like one of these tarot readings that I just gave, like this person, okay, you just got?
I mean, I would, but I definitely will go after whoever wants it in the chat.
I bet Acacia wants one. Acacia's passed.
Elaine says so she'll have it next.
Okay, fine.
Acacia, yeah, and Show Media.
Okay. So, what happened?
I just saw that there was stuff in the drain that I had to take out.
All right, Acacia, leading up to now, the moon, you've been sleeping a lot, you've been chilling. You notice the moon is crying for some reason. I guess you must have offended the moon. Now, all of a sudden, you go from moon to Queen of Torches. Queen of Torches. Queen of Torches, let's look it up here. Authority and strength. Ignore the fools. Listen to your heart. Your power comes from within. You are truly a queen. Be firm. Be kind to those in need. Be firm but kind to those in need. All right. Next we've got looking forward. 7 of Pentacles. Effort and benefit. Your hard work is taking you where you need to go. Continue forward. Do not be afraid of pushing yourself. Now, I know that this came out upside down, so you might want to interpret that in reverse, but I don't usually do reverse. Okay, now, your frame for the year. 7 of Torches. Courage and determination. What you have feared is coming. There is no question that you will face adversity. The question is whether or not you will believe that you are capable of facing it. You are. Adversity is the theme for the year for you, Keisha, I'm sorry to tell you. Now, your theme for the rest of the month is the star. You're pouring out 2 jugs while revealing 2 other jugs. The star card says, the star enters your vision like a welcome breeze on a hot day. Just in time, she is here for you to offer wisdom, guidance, and healing. She is part of the earth just as you are. Take her lead and connect with the grass and water around you. Then look into the sky at night with optimism, hope, and starlit vision. The wisdom she offers you is twofold. It is yours to take and yours to pass on. Hope is a legacy that we are all part of. Don't let it stop with you. All right. Elaine is next. Oh. Just sit down rather than squatting. Squatting is not a comfortable way to be. Fine. That one comes up. Elaine's first card is that one. Then Elaine gets that one. Elaine gets that one. Elaine gets that one. And this one. This one. All right. Elaine, looking back where you're coming from. 10 of Torches. Where you are. 9 of Cups. Where you're going. King of Torches. Frame for the year. 8 of Cups. And frame for the rest of this month. 2 of Cups. Okay. So let's read what these things are. You're coming from the 10 of Torches. Pressure and responsibility. There are new weights on your shoulders, but do not let them be a burden. Instead, let the heft show just how much you're able to hold. The present. 9 of Cups. Dreams and wishes. What you have waited for is here, and your dreams will come to fruition. Send your hopes out to the universe, and she will answer back. Where are you going? King of Torches. Action and justice. You are ready to make a move, but do so with honesty and tenacity. Let rules be your guide. Be careful not to let your energy explode. Let it out with consideration. That's why you need to hold this cat back. Even though that's not what the card is. All right. Frame for the year, 8 of Cups. Change and beginnings. To get what you want, you'll need to go down a new path. Continuing on your current road will not work. Break off toward a new start. So I think, Elaine, what they're saying is whatever you're doing, quit your college, go become a carnival worker. All right. Now, maybe don't listen too much to the tarot. Two of Cups, your frame for the rest of this month. Unity and balance, your relationships and pursuits have found a beautiful connection to one another. Enjoy the harmony in your life. Good job. Good job, you. All right. After Elaine was going to be, who was after Elaine?
I don't know. Maybe Chris Chapman or Lou.
I don't remember what you said.
I didn't have anyone else after Elaine.
No, you did. You said Elaine, yeah, and Show Media. Okay.
It was Acacia, Shamedia, and Elaine.
Okay. I already did Acacia. I did Elaine.
So did you do? So Shamedia's next.
Show Media and Caroline. Just Carmen Pope. Okay. I'll do Show Media next. Then Caroline. Then Chris Chapman. All right. Show Media. Pia. Oops. Pia. Pia. Tara is really pushing back on your Show Media. It's not. There we go. This one. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Where Show Media is coming from? The Two of Swords. Making a decision. Where you're going, where you are right now, the Magus. You're full of magician ways. Where are you going towards? Strength. And your frame for the year? The Devil. Oh no, Show Media, you need to restrain yourself and stop indulging so much. A whole year being Devil? That's not good. And your frame for the month? 8 of Pentacles. So, 2 of Swords. Where are you coming from? Blind faith. Be prepared to trust in the face of the future. It's impossible to know the future. Let your strength be in your belief in the present. Where you're coming from. And where you are, the Magus. The Magus emerges when the dream has truly begun. In the ground around you lies the growing potential of your creative spirit. Tend to that garden with the tools of your craft and watch what may flourish, but be wary within the tangle of flowers and leaves lie mystery, trickery, and delusion. With the start of a new adventure, one must be careful to watch for a mirage. Not every splendid scene is made for you. In your hands you hold one object that is many, the pen, the candle, the brush, the wand. Whatever expression of your will you require to create. Keep your eyes on your passions and don't look backwards. Focus on what drives you forward, for everything you need is ahead. All right, now where you're going, strength. That's number 8. It is time to become the master of your inner self. To do so, you must harmonize different pieces that you are made of. The lion is your gut, the raw reactions, the instinct, the ferocity. The woman is your mind, the knowledge you hold, the dreams you have. The two must work together to find true strength. Remember that strength is not always loud and is not always noticeable. Do not rely on others to validate your courage. Look inward instead. You are the only one who will truly recognize the work you've done. Now, your year frame is the devil. Number 15. Your year frame, the devil surrounds you like a gilded cage. The night rests around you and your mind is firmly placed in the material world, but the cage has a door that is unlocked and this night will soon come to an end. Right now, you are only seeing half the story. Your desires right now tempt an unfinished version of yourself. Wealth, ego, and sex all draw you in. Try to understand why you want these things and what they will give you. In these questions, secrets will be answered. And lastly, your monthly frame is the Eight of Pentacles. Work and more work. It is time to settle in and sweat. Work hard and don't procrastinate. That's a very straightforward one. All right. Caroline Johnson. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm interested to see how this one plays out. Let's see. Okay. Where Caroline Johnson is coming from. Prince of Swords. Where she is. The Lovers in reverse. Upside down lovers. Okay. I don't normally do. This was actually upside down as well, the Prince of Swords. But I have to take that. We'll have to do the reversals this time, obviously. Where she's going. The Prince of Torches. Her frame for the year. The Sun. Her frame for the rest of this month. The Ace of Swords. All right, well, we're going to start with the Prince of Swords upside down, where she's coming from, okay? This is the reverse of what I read. Aggressive and combative. You believe the world is out to get you, and because of that, you think it gives you the right to lash out. If you are able to cool off and come back to reality, your spirit could be used for good. So I think the upside down of that is naive, susceptible, gullible, or whatever, which I think is appropriate where she's coming from. Upside down lovers. Let's look at the lovers card. Where she is right now is the opposite of what I'm going to read right now. The lovers is here to tell you that there is a choice in front of you, or perhaps within you. Do not be fooled into thinking that the choice is simply a road that diverges into two paths. Picture a winding staircase that goes on further than you can imagine, branching, dividing, rejoining with each ethical dilemma. Dwelling within the lovers, a guide can be found. It's the part of you that has both grown up and stayed young. Let that guide sit with you in these decisions. Do not make choices as your fearful self or your angry self. Look upon your moral dilemma as the person you want to be, for that is how you will become them. It's weird that it doesn't mention actual lover at all anywhere in there. Okay, now the third one, where you're going, Prince of Torches. Hot-headed and colorful. You have a playful side, and you move with speed, but a part of you has potential for violence, and only you can rein that in. Your theme for the year is the sun. That means, I know it got off to a rough start, but ultimately, it'll prove probably to be a good year. The sun brings its light to shine on your successes and to bring tidings of joy and play, fresh vision and revitalized energy. Notice where you are tense and let the warmth of the sun loosen you up. The material world around you should be responding to your victories and accomplishments, but we have only one sun, and it is one every person must share. Take the optimism and success that you have been given and share it. Recognize this light is not only yours. And then the theme for the month, rest of this month, is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Where are you, Swords? Where are you? There you are, Swords. Ace of Swords. Pain is present, but use your willpower to persevere. Reflect and grow no matter what is around you. Take that, Caroline Johnson. All right, I need to take a health tube break before I continue. When I come back, I'll do Chris Chapman and Rachel and Lou. Anybody else I forgot?
Do you want me to do one for you?
Sure. You want to start it while I go smoke, and then turn it over when I come in?
Who am I? Oh, yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, you sit there and do that,
Okay.
and I'll go use my health tube. Why don't you put that off until later?
The universe agrees with you because it burned me. It's like, stop doing like multiple things at once. It just doesn't work. Oh my god.
Even doing single things at once doesn't work, right?
Does this book have the reversal? No.
What?
I
did reversal on the last one, but I haven't been doing them on any of the other ones.
Okay. Hi everyone. What deck is this? This is actually gifts from Ruben and Acacia. It's called the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. It has really cool art on it.
I like it, obviously, because I keep grabbing that deck.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like the book.
I like the book. I like that it has 2 extra cards in it, night and morning. Thanks, Carrot. Thanks, KE. Thanks, Caroline Johnson. That's very sweet. Thanks. You know, I'm okay, so like talking about green makes me think about like color seasons. You know, like for style, what your color season is. And I've always leaned that I am in autumn, but my skin is pretty, like, my skin is like peachy, you know, like I have pink overtones, but I have like a more of a peach color. So it's like been like, and I've tried to use apps and AI to figure out what seasonal color palette I am, and I just like can't figure it out. At this point I've gotten every single color palette, and I've just decided that it's a fraud. Or not a fraud, it has, you can't really, ooh, okay, I gotta focus. Katie says, I had a pro do my color season. They were inconclusive, told me I'm neutral, that I need dark and bright colors. Oh my gosh, I would be so like disappointed. Like I would want my color palette, you know? I wouldn't want it to be inconclusive, especially if you're paying for it. Okay, so Eric. Was he doing 5 cards or 4? Eric, 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 Eric. Katie says, I did and I was mad, but to be frank, the dark and bright colors, it's been an upgrade to my tone overall. That's good. He was doing 5? Okay. See, I can't, I gravitate towards black a lot. It's easy. You know, you can get like black pants and black shirt and you're like ready to go. Like you can wear whatever kind of shoes. Okay, Eric. Black is safe, but it's also not safe when when you have 2 cats because it gets cat hair all over
Especially if you have a gray cat.
Yeah.
If the cat were black, no problem.
I'm sure charcoal would look better than a very black, but it's hard. I really enjoy wearing black. I really enjoy it actually. Okay, here we go. So what's the first one?
Well, one was supposed to be on the bottom.
Oh, the bottom.
One on top, one
on
on bottom,
top.
3 in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
So the ones in the middle are where I'm coming from, where I am, where I'm going.
Okay, where are you coming from? 10 of Pentacles. It's like you're lying in bed and you've got this greenery around you and you're relaxing.
I am kind of coming from there.
I'll read from the book.
Where did I put my grasses? How do I lose them all the time?
10 of Pentacles. Stability and rewards. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Do not compare your finery to others. Simply enjoy what you have.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Where you are now?
Yeah.
High Priestess.
All right.
He's using his intuition.
Show Giat, please, for sub, and I'll send hearts. Well, thanks, Bowfish21. I don't know if you've heard, but whenever these skibidi bomberclats see my reds, they're all like Giat.
Giat.
Yeah.
The High Priestess is the teacher we need. She is also the guardian of knowledge. There is a silence that hangs in the air as you consider her, for what she represents is somewhat elusive. There is no simple answer when it comes to the High Priestess because many of her answers are questions. This is because she's the guide to somewhere deeper than anywhere you've been before. To get there, you must consider both mercy and severity and act intuitively. Both intend to lift you up, though they also intend to challenge you. The secret High Priestess contains may be difficult to accept. There is often hardship in crossing new boundaries, but have faith in her power and respect it, for it is the dark teacher of the dreams, and her lessons should be heeded. Okay, coming future. The sun.
You don't need to read the sign again. I already read it twice.
Okay, so
It's the light shines on you, but remember, it's not just for you. Everyone has to share the sun.
that's good. That's good.
Okay, and then the top one is friend for the year.
Friend for the year. Princess of Pentacles. Princess of Pentacles, intelligent and ambitious. You are the one everyone underestimates, but you are practically boiling over with potential. You understand desire and the follies of men, and you use it to your advantage. Continue to use your intelligence to forge a space for yourself in this world.
Okay, I will. Thanks, Tara. And what about my rest of this month?
And the rest of this month, 5 of Cups.
Uh-oh. That's not so good. Crying over spilled milk.
Yeah. 5 of Cups, grief and stagnation. You are trapped in your loss and continue to brood. While you feel you cannot go on, remember that time moves on regardless. Be like a clock, tick forward step by step.
Okay, well, I can handle a little bit of brooding.
Yeah, that's not so
I
bad.
have to prove, Rachel. Can you hold that for a little while longer?
Yeah. Thanks, Acacia. Thanks, Elaine. Who's next? I could start shuffling. Who is next? That's good. I've been pooping too. Who's next? I'll infuse to. Okay, Hero Lamb. Okay, and Karma's Pimp. Alright, Hero Lamb. Hero Lamb and then Karma's Pimp. Do a poop reading? Okay.
We're going to do Chris Chapman, don't forget.
Oh, Chris Chapman's next. Okay, so let me.
And also Lou.
Oh, Lou too. Okay.
I'll do it when I get back.
Okay, I'll just shuffle neutrally, not thinking of anyone. We have these tea leaf cards, Fly Guy, that we barely, we hardly ever use because we don't like the advice that it gives. It's pretty hard to get a positive card in them. Yeah, we just don't use them that much.
Like teal swan cards. They're just like, here's how you suck.
Yeah, it is like that. They are like that. Here, I'll do some tea leaf. I'll do 1 tea leaf for the collective. And you'll see what kind of cards they are and why we don't use them that much. They're old school Chinese fortune telling is often negative. They're very superstitious, I'm sure there were there's a ton of Chinese people having babies this year because it's the year of the dragon. They actually hold off on having children certain years because of bad luck or something. Oh, Eric's done, so I'll do the tea leaves another time.
Okay. Next up is Chris Chapman. Oh, right. I don't have my glasses anymore. I've lost them. Well, I will go find
How
some.
did you read the cards before?
I had my glasses.
Oh.
I don't know where I put them. But maybe
Okay.
I leave
Outside,
outside, maybe? I'm
I'll
not
go check.
sure. Eat your cup of noodles. Chris Chapman, that's where you're coming from. That's where you are. This is where you're going. Oh, you're framed for the year. Popped right out. 6 of Swords. And you're framed for the month. Alright. Where you're coming from. Prince of Swords. We read that before, like aggressive, combative. Now, where you are. The Emperor. The Emperor. I can't read it right now because I don't have my glasses. Where you're going. Queen of Torches. Frame for the year. 6 of Swords. And frame for the rest of the month. Strength. Looks like Rich got a package. So I can't read these book things for you, Chris Chapman, but I'll tell you this. It basically says you're going from aggression to complete mastery of everything into a more kind of productivity, outcome-oriented success with your big cat. Frame for the year, 6 of Swords. You're going to have to do a lot of climbing. You have to carry somebody on your back, but you do have adequate number of swords to make the climb. And for the rest of this month, strength, which means you need to combine your inner woman with your inner lion. That's what it means. All right. Now, we're going to do Lou. Piao. Piao. Piao.
Where did the possibly be trouble?
Is there my glasses?
Yeah.
I can't, if I can find my other jacket might have a pair of glasses on it, I'm not sure. But don't worry about it, I'll just deal it out of them.
Okay.
All right, Lou, where are you coming from? You're coming from the Ace of Swords. I remember what it said in here, pain, difficulty, you've got to believe in yourself and in the power of your will. Where you are currently. Oh, the High Priestess. We read that one. It's about the dark truth and answers inside. Require you to have faith. And where you're going? The Lovers, which we read before as well. Your frame for the year? Ace of Torches. Illuminating a new path. Just a single torch, but more torches are to come. And your frame for the rest of the month, unfortunately, Lou, is the 9 of Swords. Basically, you've got one sword stabbing you and a bunch of other swords maybe about to stab you. And I believe we have Hero Lamb still to do.
Hero Lamb and someone else said that they wanted one. Oh, Karma's Pen.
Hero Lamb and Karma's Pen. Here's Hero Lamb. Piao. 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 Here, lambs coming from the devil. Indulgences. Where is he now? Queen of Torches. Ready to move forward with some plans of action and such. He's got a giant cat he uses to, clear out the way. Where is he going? The Hanged One. Unfortunately, his Queen of Torches energy is going to end up suspended upside down as he's waiting. Frame for the year? Uh-oh. Not necessarily bad. Death.
No, it's not necessarily bad.
Here lands frame for the year is death. So that means like major changes of some sort.
Yeah, transformation.
And frame for the rest of the month, 2 of Cups. Partnership, union, moisture, etc. Okay, good job, Hair Lamb. Good job. All right, now Karma's pen. Could you move the mouse a little bit? Thanks. Karma's pen. Meow. Meow.
Exactly, Caroline Johnson.
Meow. Meow. And meow. All right, Karma's pen. Where are you coming from? You're coming from Temperance. Good job there. You've not been overindulging. Where you are now, though, 3 of Swords. Betrayal, heartache, being stabbed in the back. Where you're going. 10 of Swords. You're flying over a bunch of swords. Or you think the Hanged Man is wisdom? I think the Hanged Man is fallowness, right? Like, you know how you got to leave a field fallow in order for it to grow crops again if you're doing crop rotation? I think the Hanged Man represents the period of fallowness. It's a necessary period of fallowness. And so engaging in that fallowness is an example of wisdom, but I don't think the card represents wisdom itself.
It's like taking a different perspective. That's why he's hung upside down. So like,
be like me using my emotions. Okay, so frame for the month for Karma Pimp. Queen of Pentacles. You've got a cow, you've got a pentacle, you love each of them the same. Intentional suspension and change of perspective, biding one's time.
I like the biding of one's time.
And then your frame for the year, Karma's Pimp. Ace of Pentacles. A new money-making opportunity of some sort, perhaps. So there's your tarot reading.
Okay, it's like so. It's like so endearing to see you chat so much and see like any in action on the chat. Like, there's definitely no way that you're not an any dom. Like.
No, I did not go to college to learn tarot, obviously. All right, I'm going to do you, Q Official. You're up next. You just earned yourself a tarot card reading. There we go. Piao, where are you coming from? Piao, where you are now. Piao, where you're going. Piao, frame for the month, rest of this month.
I don't think it's annoying. I find it endearing. Yeah, it's endearing.
That's why you gotta get with an INFJ, KE. All right, here we go. Q official, you're coming from the Ace of Swords. Means pain, adversity, you're going to have to power through kind of thing. You are currently at a spot of justice. Okay, so that means could be good or bad. If you're a good person, then justice rewards you accordingly. If you're a bad person, if you gave bad things, then justice rewards you accordingly.
Yeah.
Where you're going. Ace of Torches. A new course of action kind of plan. Frame for the year. The High Priestess. Using your intuition. Reflecting. Coming to deep truths. Difficult truths, perhaps. Frame for the rest of the month. 8 of Pentacles.
Wow, it's coming up.
What is this one mean again?
8 of Pentacles?
Oh, this is abundance?
Yes.
Abundance. That's for the rest of this month. So there you go. Congratulations. I think I'm going to do Carrot next, even though I don't remember if she asked for one or not. And then I'm going to do Rachel.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to mask yourself, KE.
Yeah. Carrot. 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 Where carrot is coming from? The 3 of Pentacles.
Apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship. Learning new stuff. Developing skills. Where she is now. The Hierophant. Attaining in a conforming way. Succeeding according to the rules, etc. Where she's going. The 9 of Pentacles. Not sure what that one means.
It's like financial independence.
Financial independence. Frame for the rest of the month. Uh-oh. 9 of Swords. Wah, 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 wah.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Anything else?
Sleepless nights.
Sleepless nights. Okay. And your frame for the year. 4 of Cups. What does that one mean?
Meditation, contemplation, boredom.
You're going to have a boring 2024, Carrot. Sorry to tell you.
Can you do mine now?
Yep. Rachel's next. All right. For my beloved and beautiful darling wife. Where she's coming from. Where she is. Where she's where she's going. Frame for the, I guess maybe down here for the rest of the month. Frame for the year. 5 of Swords.
Damn.
Maybe it's like this, though, actually. Okay, frame for the rest of the month, the 5 of Swords. What's the 5 of Swords mean?
It's like winning at all costs.
Okay. Frame for the year is the Devil.
Oh my god! I keep on getting that card.
Where you're coming from is anxiety.
Oh my
9 of
god.
Swords.
Okay.
Where you are, King of Pentacles.
All right.
Where you're going, 3 of Pentacles.
That's good.
All
Devil
right.
is the Capricorn card, so I do have to embrace that energy sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Even though it is devilish behavior.
Well, it's better than the Tunicorn card. Can Ruben be next? Oh yeah, sure. Ruben Baboobin. Let's see what you're doing. We're gonna find out what the tarot be spewing. The tour has been a little withholding on Ruben's year frame. I'm not sure why. There we go. Okay, where Ruben's coming from? King of torches. He can light up everything. He's got so many torches.
He's like, I've got this idea and that creative idea and this idea.
Where he is now? The Lovers.
Wow, it's pretty accurate.
Where is he going? The Six of Pentacles.
It's giving and receiving.
Giving and receiving. Just like the spirit of Christmas. His frame for the rest of this month, the Chariot. It sounds like he's going to be doing some traveling, maybe back and forth between places. He's got a white line, he's got a black line, because he's a lot like Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. And his frame for the year, Four of Pentacles. Looks like he's grasping all his pentacles close to himself in this one. What's the Four of Pentacles?
Four of Pentacles is keeping things close to your chest.
Okay. Richard Blanket, would you like a tarot card reading? Yeah, I sure would, Eric. All right, you got it.
Yeah, Richard Blanket got it. These are some of the best high quality tarot readings you can get.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Richard Blanket. Pew. Richard Blanket. Pew. Richard Blanket. Pew. Richard Blanket. Pew. And Richard Blanket. Pew. Where Richard Blanket is coming from. The Six of Swords. Rachel, you want to interpret the Six of Swords?
Six of Swords is taking a trip to it's like gathering up your loved ones and taking them to safer grounds.
Okay. Where you are now. The Five of Pentacles. What's the Five of Pentacles?
Poverty.
Poverty.
Poverty mindset, yeah.
Where you're going. The Emperor. King of Kings. Your friend for the rest of the month. Five of Cups. Crying over spilt milk. And your friend for the year. Oh, the Star.
That's a good frame to have.
Yeah.
It's hope and regeneration.
It's pouring out two jugs while revealing two other jugs.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. All done with the tarot card readings. And pretty much, I think, closing in on all done with the live stream as well. I was anticipating getting a couple of things done during this live stream, but I didn't. I think of everybody, unfortunately, poor Rachel probably got the worst of all of the readings. Although, yeah, whoever that was that got death for the year, also not maybe ideal. Get stuff done Monday. Yeah, it's must do Monday. Good afternoon, Gustavo Carrillo Lopez. Trauma. Why not just call nice full of shit waste of time? I'm not sure what that means. Why would nice be full of shit and a waste of time? Are you saying everybody should be mean all the time? It seems like an odd position to have. People need to be meaner. Problem with the world right now is that people aren't mean enough. I don't think that's very accurate. Let's see, but Eric, surely you could be meaner. You're not mean enough. That's weird. The delivery guy drove the truck all the way to here, but then instead of going through and around, he must have backed up and backed out of the driveway. Why would he do such a thing? I don't know. One of the things that's great about Mariposa, though, is that when we were on that home tour, the people were impressed by the fact that we had a paved driveway. Ah, wow, great driveway. You got a paved driveway. It's true, many of our neighbors do not have paved driveways. The neighbors to the left of us, their driveway is even more like goes down the hill than ours does, and they just don't even park down there except during the summer. But I like this driveway. It's a good driveway. Makes me feel pleased as punch. I'm a little concerned by how much stuff the people selling the house were putting in their truck yesterday. Because we were supposed to have bought it fully furnished, and it looked like they had that truck packed up pretty full with stuff. I get that they went to get a couple of quote unquote heirlooms or whatever, but come TF on. Just, it's like, we offered your asking price, including it fully furnished. Now give us the fucking furniture already. Jesus. I'm sure they took all the cool furniture away. Well, whatever. Rachel and I just need to go on like a thrifting trip to try to get furniture for this house afterwards and make it all Instagram worthy, cute and stuff. I'm even considering possibly getting it painted on the outside. Maybe even on the inside, some parts of it. But I'm a little more concerned with the outside because it's not a particularly photogenic house. And for a vacation rental, you'd like it to be a little more photogenic. I was thinking it might be cool to paint it like that red color that those properties on Triangle Road are painted. Kind of like red barn color, you know?
I didn't notice.
I'm saying, I'm thinking about might be good to paint the outside of that house.
Oh.
If you're going to be putting up as a vacation rental, you want it to look cute, right?
Yeah, you do.
And I think that red color is a good possible choice.
Sure.
We could do a little bit of painting on the inside, spruce things up quite a bit. Painting's not that expensive to get done. I could do some of the painting myself, but I want to put the outside myself. too much of that. Is the garage door open? No. I try to gauge whether it's open by how light it is in the garage. Sometimes it's deceiving.
Can we take a picture together?
Of course, my dear.
It says in honor of Valentine's Day.
Is it today Valentine's Day?
No.
Share your wedding song?
Yeah, and I think Praise You by Fat Boy Slim. Is that a wedding song?
Sure. Are we supposed to sing it or what?
No.
You want me to smile?
Okay.
I didn't smile.
That's a good picture.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. So Valentine's Day is coming up pretty quick, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we need to go to the store today. We need to wrap up this stream. We'll get candy and stuff at the store. Chocolates. It's nice to have them around. We'll get the ingredients we need for the pizza. We need to get some more tomato paste. Okay, it's 2:37. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. Sounds like a fan interaction. What does? To some I am a troll, to some I am a delightful clown. To myself I am now used to mouth without a filter, linked to a brain that generates random thoughts. Well, I hate to point this out, KE, but there's nothing in that thought bubble. So maybe rethink your use of emojis. Goodbye, Lou.
Bye, Lou. Have a good day.
So it's time for health tube number 2, health tube senior. Rachel's got health tube 2.0.
Yeah, I do. I need to take one, actually. I have not taken my health tube 2.0 yet.
Oh, that's not going to be healthy if you don't have enough health tube. Why do you assume I think anything? Well, because you just said it produced a lot of random thoughts, but then the thought bubble didn't have any specific thought in it. Thus, it was a poor choice of emojis on your part. And you're going to have to live with that. You're going to have to know, KE, that you chose your emoji poorly. All right? I want you to get a t-shirt made that said, I chose the wrong emoji. Empty null set is not an idea, KE. It's the absence thereof. Don't you start equivocating with me, young lady. Well, in this case, your random coefficient was rather inefficient because it produced a null set. So take that, MFR. No, Lewin, words are binding.
Where's our wedding song in My Life I Love You More?
That could be it. You say whatever you want to say. Could be North American Scum.
It could be.
That's what I think of as our wedding song.
Okay.
Even though I wasn't singing it with you, I still think of it as our wedding song because it was the musical highlight of the occasion for me. It was one of the greatest things ever was at our wedding. What Rachel wanted to do after the marrying part was do karaoke. And what she particularly wanted to sing was North American Scum by LCD Sound System with her dad. Which was just fantastic to watch. Made me so happy. Look, KE. Random thoughts mean it still has to be a thought. No thought is the alternative to a random thought, right? Well, we are going to be wrapping it up pretty soon because Rachel and I really need to go to the store for nothing else. Nothing else, you know. I want to pee as part of the null set. That's not what it said in your thought bubble, okay? You just deal with it, okay? Just accept the reality that you emojied wrong. You emojied wrong, and it's a mantle of wrongness you'll have to carry with you forever. It's why none of the kids think you're cool anymore. Yeah, well, you know. I really think North Americans Come is also a great song to represent our wedding because, you know, it was indulgent in kind of a entitled American way, you know. All the kids love you, huh? Okay, fine. Okay, well, look, okay, I can accept that explanation, okay? That's you not trying to weasel out of it anymore and just coming clean. There was no bubble with words in it, so you had no other choice but to use that one. All right, well, I accept that explanation. I accept that one. All right. That doesn't mean that I am excusing it, okay? I just accept that explanation. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day. Wait, you're still here? Rachel and I sometimes, well, you know, executing things on a certain schedule or time frame, we're a little hit and miss with that. Sometimes it's like we have to go to the store today, and then we don't go the next day. Maybe we go the day after that. So, you know, when it comes to time frame stuff, I'm pretty unreliable. But I will get done everything I got to get done. It's just who knows whether, when, you know, whether it's right now, later. Well, I spilled coffee. Something I like to call pulling a Rachel. Rachel cannot Rachel cannot take a single bite of food or have a sip of coffee without spilling something on herself. You know what I say about time frame? Time frame, schmime frame. So I think I need to call my realtor as well and say, hey, I saw them. Okay, he's not made of free memberships, you know? I enjoyed The Other Guys, this movie I watched the other day with Rachel and Will Ferrell. I liked when he said, oh, sure, you can judge me for my plain house and my plain wife. It was funny. Because, of course, he had a pimpin' pad and a hot wife. I thought, I identify with that. I thought Mark Wahlberg was quite good in it. So was Will Ferrell. They both did an excellent job. The reason I thought about it was when I said Ruben's not made of memberships. Uh, it was made me remember the villain in the movie who tries to bribe them with free tickets, and they keep like getting tricked by that kind of. And then they come back and say, "Okay, hey, you trying to bribe us? Stop that." He said, "Look, guys, I'm not made out of tickets." He's like, "I can get you obstructed view, meow, meow, meow. I know it's not that appealing, but I'm not made out of tickets." Never forget 9/2. What happened on 9/2? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what happened on 9/2. Oh, yeah, it's good ear get. I'm putting a stick in my ear right now. It's deeply sensual. If you like deep sensuality like me, then consider very carefully putting a stick in your ear. Don't do it recklessly, though. You got to be careful. Oh, yeah, I thought you meant September 2nd. It didn't even occur to me that she meant February 9th. What day is today? The 12th. I hear the 14th is Valentine's Day. That's Wednesday. Rachel's requested a pizza, I believe, some chocolates. So we got to go to the store and make that happen. Historically, I've gotten in trouble a lot with women that I've been with for not caring about things like their birthday, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, stuff like that. Previous partners have been very unhappy with my performance in that area, particularly those three things: birthdays, sometimes Christmas too, though, but birthdays, anniversaries, and Valentine's Day. Because I don't like to do things that I feel like obligated to do, you know? If you French Canadian in the living room and Italian in the kitchen, what are you in the bathroom? Fly S is German. I'm going to say regular Canadian. South African. By the way, I never said I dislike it in general. I said people who talk behind your back while acting cool like ISFJs are annoying. I don't think ISFJs necessarily talk behind your back. You know, the healthy ISFJs that I've known have been pretty consistently positive. You know, they might talk behind someone's back if they really don't like them and still be nice to them in an engagement, but that would probably be because the person is very unlikable. ISFJs are not looking to have enemies or talk shit or whatever in general, unless they're unhealthy.
Yeah, I think like my sister is pretty positive. But she did have a like second Twitter account that was called The Complainer. So
Did she complain about things?
yeah, she complained about work.
I do get it, Ruben, and I appreciate you checking to make sure that I did get it. Because you got two things going on there. South and butt, or in this case, ass. You know what the youths call intercourse these days? Clapping cheeks. I mean, I think it refers to a specific kind of intercourse, but clapping cheeks.
clapping cheeks.
Yeah, that means intercourse now.
Oh.
You're clapping cheeks.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the new term is if you're clapping cheeks and whistling with your butt lips, then it's called a barbershop quartet. Apparently, if you are clapping cheeks and whistling with your butt lips, Moon River, that's one way you can summon Mayan Shanktopus. I've never tried it. My butt lips aren't that supple, so I don't whistle that well with them.
What about your bone huggers?
I'm talking about my butt lips.
Oh, your butt lips. Oh yeah, your butt lips.
Butt lips are the part around your butthole that you can use to whistle with.
Right, and that's where they take. In the past, they used to take samples for perfumes.
From people's butt lips.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but thanks for informing me. Regardless, there's a lot of magic, quote unquote, that involves having to whistle certain melodic patterns with your butt lips while doing something else. There's a lot of euphemism for sex I don't love, but bumping uglies is still always endearing and funny to me. What about marital wrestling? You think that's a good term for it? How about physical union? Physical union's a pretty good euphemism. And then after we went to bed, my wife and I attained physical union.
So I saw this NFL poll on Instagram, and like a lot of people were not happy that
The Chiefs won.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are sick of the Chiefs winning. They want, unless you're a Chiefs fan. I wanted the Niners to win, obviously, but it was a good game, so
It was a good game.
I can't really complain. All right, well, I'm going to end the stream now because my batteries are low. Rachel and I need to do a couple of things, and salad is not Egyptian. Okay, so don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. Remember that you should try to love yourself rather than tell yourself how terrible you are all the time.
Hold up, what, Keisha?
Hold up.
Yeah, that's how I said it in my head too. Ooh, what you salad?
It's some salad, meow. Okay, what am I holding up for, Keisha? Is there a specific thing? 1 second? Okay, I'll hold up 1 second. I have a feeling you're just making me wait for no reason, but that's fine. I could get another cup of coffee anyway. So delicious.
Get my shoes.
All right, you get your shoes. I'll get half a cup of coffee. Ooh, what did you say? That you only look 12. Well, of course you did. What you say? What did you say? Meow, 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 meow. Okay, that's it, Acacia. You've had plenty of time. Goodbye, everybody.